Hey, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. The other night I went to see a very cool indie horror movie by the name of The Ritual. It stars Rafe Spall and a bunch of unknown cast members, but it really does stand out. If you were to watch the trailer, you might think, oh, this is another bargain bin Lost in the Woods horror movies, but it's not. It's more of a character study. The basic premise is five university friends meet up for a night out, and one of them is killed in a robbery. To honour their friend, to decide to take a trip in a kind of trail that he had always wanted to go to, known as the Kiddens Trail. It's a trek between Norway and Sweden, and everything is going really well until they get lost in the woods and run afoul a shack owned by some form of Nordist cult group, and things go from fucking pants from there on in. It's very different though. It's not what you might think is usual Lost in the kind of woods kind of horror movie. It's a character piece. It's about things like guilt and friendship, and it's very Stephen King like. The main kind of the main soul of the plot is Rafe Spall's character blames himself for the death of their friend, and some of the other characters do actually kind of have a resentment towards him because they were on a night out, went into a shop, the shop was robbed, and your man was killed whilst Fall's character hid behind a unit. So it's an interesting movie and it's an interesting character study. One could like as I said, one could brush it off as like a really cheap kind of bad horror movie, but it's not. It's a very interesting, very driven horror movie. The soundtrack is amazing, has a very primal kind of Norse musical score, lots of drums, lots of heavy beats, almost Gregorian chants going on in the background. And the character, the forest that they're traveling through is a character in itself, and you do finally get to see what they're being stalked by, what this malicious force is. And for some people, I think they might be put off. For me, I thought it was ballsy. The film goes from the shift of a very kind of small scale horror movie to a very epic scale horror movie when they realise that they have run afoul a cult of Norse god worshippers who don't age. They stay in this forest, and what may or may not be Loki is keeping them alive. The creature design itself, I think, was very interesting. The CG is a bit ropey in parts, but the deity that these people worship is a deer, a stag made out of trees, and its head's a human torso. And I said, that's the most fantastic original fucking thing I've ever seen. I don't know if it is from Norse mythology, but it's definitely a very unique, original looking design. I do know the story itself is based on a novel, so I may track down the novel. But if you get a chance and you're looking for a horror movie to check out this Halloween, The Ritual is definitely one worth a look. So yeah, that's been my review of The Ritual. If you have any movies you want to recommend this Halloween, leave them in the comments below. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.